What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Liverpool-Arsenal post-match reaction and analysis video. How do you see the title race unfolding? Because I think Liverpool are in it as much as Arsenal and Manchester City, but what a shame that we couldn't beat Arsenal and also Man United. We were the better team after the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes Arsenal started on fire. They scored after 3 minutes from a free kick, which was terrible defending by Liverpool. Nobody was really marking Gabriel, and he scored into the near post top corner after Alisson was in no man's land, and also it was an unnecessarily given away free kick. And the first 10-15 minutes Arsenal passed the ball really well around the pitch, but after that Liverpool really got into the game. How do you see this title race going? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Liverpool has what it takes to win the title? Thanks for watching guys. Please leave a like if you appreciate me making this video while I'm sick, having a fever, because I want to make you guys happy and make as many videos as I can, and also I need the financial help as well. In this game, in isolation, probably a draw is not the worst result against Arsenal, because this was Arsenal's best starting 11 and Liverpool were missing Jota, Joel Matip, Alexis McAllister and other players as well, Thiago, Bajcetic. So Liverpool have a lot of injuries. For the last 70 minutes of the game, Liverpool were actually the better team. And I think Mo Salah scores one of the goals of the season. That Trent ping of a 60-yard long pass is a thing of beauty. It's absolute magic. It's poetry in motion. And then Salah roasted Zinchenko. He took it down. He cuts inside on his favorite left foot and smashes it near post top corner. I think Zinchenko's defending was awful and Salah also finished it really well. Raya didn't really cover himself in glory, covering the near post. But even before Liverpool scored, Arsenal handballed it in the box. It was Odegaard. Salah tries to flick the ball past him and Odegaard just goes down and the ball hit his hand like 2 or 3 times. He was playing basketball. Even the Arsenal fans were asking, how is that not a penalty? And apparently VAR looked at it but didn't give a penalty, and on VAR it was David Coote, a guy who absolutely hates Liverpool. This is blatant corruption yet again from the Premier League. Absolute disgrace. A lot of these big decisions went Arsenal's way. Also there was a tackle from Gabriel Jesus on a Liverpool defender, I think it was Tsimikas, which went unpunished. They didn't even show a replay because it was a studs up challenge on Tsimikas when Tsimikas had the ball, and if they show a replay probably it would have looked like a red card. So there is a clear agenda against Liverpool, and also Liverpool suffered 2 very serious injuries. Can you believe our luck that 2 of our main left backs both dislocated their shoulder in the same season? Tsimikas dislocated his shoulder after Saka shoves him off the pitch. How is that not a yellow card? Arsenal definitely should have had 1 or 2 red cards given to their players, because Saka clearly shoves Tsimikas. He actually takes out Jurgen Klopp when he's falling on the ground and he dislocates his shoulder, which if we are judging by the timeline of Andy Robertson's injury, if it's as serious, then Tsimikas will be also out for 3 months. Joe Gomez came on. He started a little bit dodgy in the first 10 minutes, but once he got up to the speed of the game, Joe Gomez was quite decent, actually pretty good. But I think Liverpool's best player were Ibrahima Konate. He stopped Martinelli so many times. The way he defended, he literally didn't make any mistake. Van Dijk also put in a 9 out of 10 performance. And Liverpool had the chance of the game in the second half where Odegaard does an air kick. He misses the ball completely, and then it's 5 Liverpool attackers going for the jugular and just 2 Arsenal players were back. And in fact there were on the right side of the Liverpool attack, there were 4 Liverpool players dribbling the ball onto 1 Arsenal defender. We had to score from that opportunity and we almost did. Trent after Salah's layoff hits the crossbar. I think he went with a little bit too much power. I don't want to criticize Trent because he's an absolutely brilliant player. Again, he had a magnificent game, but he should have scored there, no question about it. And I think Liverpool, if they don't win the title, we will regret that miss as much as, the refereeing mistakes that Liverpool are suffering from. Liverpool started absolutely brilliantly the second half. We should have started the game that way. Liverpool started very well. The first 20 minutes of the second half, we really pinned Arsenal back. And until the 70th minute, until we made substitutions, Liverpool were by far the better team. We outplayed and outclassed Arsenal, but sadly we couldn't take our chances. Mo Salah also had a couple of really good chances, and I'm really worried what happens to Liverpool's attack when Salah is going to the Africa Cup of Nations, because we have so many players on goal droughts. Now, with Luis Diaz also getting injured, there was a collision with Saka that wasn't really malicious, and Luis Diaz injured his knee. We don't know how serious it is, but if Luis Diaz's season is over and Jota needs to come back very, very soon. I thought Darwin Núñez was pretty decent when he came on, but Gravenberch had an absolute shocker of a performance. He gave the ball away so many times, and I don't know why, because Gravenberch actually started the season really well, but he's going downhill in the past couple of games. He hasn't played really well, and actually the substitutions made Liverpool worse. Curtis Jones was brilliant, so I'm not sure if he was the right guy to take off, but Liverpool wanted fresh legs, and that's why we took off Curtis Jones and brought on Gravenberch. But Gravenberch, gave the ball away too many times for my liking, and Liverpool really should have won this game. As I said, we had glorious opportunities. After the substitutions and Liverpool actually giving the ball away too many times, Arsenal passed the ball around, but Arsenal offered no threat really in the second half. Liverpool were very comfortable. There was a chance for the Arsenal in the first half where Martinelli almost scored, and that's the other big chance that I remember from Arsenal. The second half, Arsenal didn't have a sniff. Liverpool defensively were absolutely brilliant in the second half, and this is the best defense of the Premier League, Arsenal's defense, with Declan Rice, who was again immense. Saliba really played well, Gabriel as well. So this was the strongest Arsenal team against an injury hit Liverpool, and we still were the better team. And how many refereeing decisions will go against Liverpool this season? I lost count, honestly. There are so many result-changing, game-changing decisions that are just not going for Liverpool. Is it because the PGMOL hates Jurgen Klopp? Probably. Is it blatant corruption? Are referees paid off by Man City? Probably as well. Because you can't make this many blatant mistakes and say it's just a coincidence. And because it all comes against Liverpool. I mean, that Odegaard handball is as blatant a handball as you will ever see in your life. So let me know what you think about that decision. Liverpool are now well positioned in the title race. Arsenal will be top at Christmas now, and there were twice it happened that the team being top at Christmas didn't win the title. It was twice that Arsenal were top and didn't win the title. 4 times it was Liverpool. But I think it's a huge missed opportunity that we had both Arsenal and Man United back to back at home in the Premier League, and we failed to beat both of them, where we were clearly the better team, especially against Man United. Against Arsenal you can get a draw. If you just look at the balance of play and the amount of chances that both teams created, the draw is probably the fair result, even though it doesn't feel like a fair result for Liverpool, because we should have won this with the chances that we had, especially the Trent Alexander-Arnold crossbar with the Odegaard handball. And Liverpool go to Burnley, we absolutely have to beat them, and also Newcastle at Anfield, and then it's the big FA Cup and League Cup games against Arsenal and Fulham. And I think Liverpool have to get something at Arsenal, and we still haven't beaten a top 6 side this season, which is really, really disappointing. And my major complaint is that Liverpool haven't beaten Man United and Arsenal, because those are 4 points dropped, and then we would be well clear in the title race. If the referees did their job properly, we would be well clear in the title race. So let me know what you think about this. And this Arsenal team are ready to win the title. Let's hope that Liverpool can start working out how to get Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Luis Diaz to score goals regularly, because we are over-reliant on Mo Salah at the moment. And when Salah leaves for potentially 5 to 6 weeks, we will miss Salah. He will miss 7 or 8 games, 5 in the Premier League. If Egypt go all the way in the Africa Cup of Nations, really Liverpool forwards, Liverpool attackers need to step up. And the whole squad needs to step up. My hope is that Jota will be back and he will bang in the goals in the absence of Salah, because that happened the last time, I think 2 years ago. Jota was in red hot form when Salah was at the Africa Cup of Nations, and he literally kept the season ticking over for Liverpool. We need something similar from either Gakpo or Darwin Núñez or Jota, but it would be best if it was a collective effort. Szoboszlai also had a very good game. Endo had a very good game. I can praise a lot of Liverpool players, but the biggest shame is that Trent Alexander-Arnold, if his shot goes an inch lower, it's a goal and Liverpool probably win the game. And we would be top at Christmas. But it's not the worst result. I think what's a shame is that we didn't beat Man United, because Man United lost comfortably to West Ham today. They are an awful team at the moment. So for Liverpool not to beat Man United, that's the even bigger shame than today's result. That's my opinion. Let me know what is yours in the comments below. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.